Welcome. This is your host, or I'm your host, uh, Uncle Scotty, and welcome to episode 18 of Cigars on the Front Porch. And today we're going to be reviewing the Drew Estate Undercrown Maduro 5x48 Robusto. It is a San Andreas Maduro wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf Habano. It's got a Brazilian and Nicaraguan filler. It's coffee, spice, medium to full body. And it's been sitting in the humidor for about 2 months now. So we're going to try it out. So sit back. I'll do the review on this one. And welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned. All righty. We're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're reviewing this Drew Estate Undercrown Maduro 5x48 Robusto. Um, I got it. It's a San Andreas Maduro wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf Habano, Brazilian Nicaraguan filler, coffee spice, medium to full body. Definitely medium to full body. The spice is good, um, and I can taste the coffee. They're starting out in, of course, the first third. This thing is going to change. I guarantee it's going to change. But we're just starting out, and it's okay. It's a little dry, and I'm not sure. It's not the humidor, so I don't know what's going on with the cigar. I took the cellophane off, um, but it's a little on the dry part. So we shall see. And the burn just started out, and it's a little bit uneven already. I got to touch it up right here, but we're doing well on it. I'm gonna show you this real quick. You just touch up the part that's uneven, and within about 3 to 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes, it'll correct itself. You don't want to go on an uneven burn. It's going to affect the quality of what you get out of the cigar and the longevity of it. So this right here will fix itself in the next 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, tell you the truth. Just give it time, it'll fix itself. All right, stay tuned. All right, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are working on this Maduro Undercrown. If you can see that. There we go. And we are finished up with the first third. We're working into the second third. The flavor on this one has picked up. It's not as dry as it was when it first started out. It is getting better. I had to touch it up, I think, one or two more times since then. Um, it's rich. I would say medium to full body. It's got some flavor to it, but not. It's not really standing out. There's a little light chocolate to it, that's coming through. Spices is there a little bit, but it's steady and it's consistent. And this is going to be about maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. I've been at it for 45 minutes so far and about halfway through. So I figured about an hour and a half. But this is the Undercrown Maduro. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Alrighty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch as we work on this Maduro Undercrown. And it's picked up in flavor a little bit. It's settled down. So that's good. I haven't had to touch it up. I think I touched it up twice. It's a good pace. You have to have a good pace with it. And we're in halfway through the second third and working on this one. It's a good one to stock in the humidor, and it's a good one to give away to a good friend. I wouldn't give away this one to anybody. It would have to be a good friend that I would give this one away to. It's a good, solid cigar. It's not too much on flavor, but just enough to kind of let you know that it's in there, but it's not like really flavorful. But it is a good, solid, medium to full body cigar. Something to definitely stock your humidor with. I got this one for about $7, so that's a deal. And like I say, I figure I've been at it for about an hour now. I figure at least another 45 minutes to an hour. So maybe this is an hour 45. Hour and a half on the short end, hour and 45 maybe on the long end. If I can squeeze 2 hours out of this one, that would be surprising, not impossible. But it's a good solid one. As far as the flavors go on it, um, spice, yeah, but it's not overbearing. It's just small in the background. A little light cocoa in the background. Um, it's all right. It's unique. It doesn't overpower you with a whole bunch of flavors. It's like here I am, kind of take me as I am. I'll throw in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but this is who I am. So the Undercrown Maduro is doing pretty good. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Make sure you like and you subscribe, and tell as many people as possible so we can get the number of subscribers up on the channel. It's your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned as we finish off the second third of the Maduro Underground. Alrighty, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're working on this Undercrown Maduro, and it is real good. It's solid. If you want a cigar that is just like a cigar and not all this flavoring and all this fancy dancy stuff, but just a good solid cigar, this is the one to pick. I like it. It's solid. It's no thrills, nothing bad about it necessarily, nothing good, just a good, solid, medium body cigar. It doesn't play games with you. It's good. It's just a good solid. So stock your humidor with this one. This is the Undercrown Maduro, and we're finishing up on the second third. Gonna go to the final third on this one, and you see I'm almost at the band. So we've been working on this one, a little bit over an hour now. It's probably got maybe 30, 45 minutes left. But it's a good cigar. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we'll finish up on this Underground Maduro. Alrighty, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are reviewing the Maduro Underground, and we are working our way into there we go, into the final third. Um, this one is a pretty good one. The dryness has come off of it some. The flavor is settled down. I don't know why cigars are like that in the first third, that they kind of just run um, all over the place, and then it takes them to they get to the second third to settle down, and they settle down even more in the final third. I don't know why that is. It just is. It's been consistent across the board with any cigar I've had. The first third is just the pace is different, the speed of it is different. The pace speed is different. and then it settles down. And then once it settles down, it starts to burn better. I haven't had to touch this up. It's a great burn. It's very well constructed. So it's a great cigar. It's not one of my top five, but it's one of my top 10. I can tell you that much. It's a good one. I like it. It's not fancy, just simple and plain. It comes right at you. And medium body. I would not give this to a beginner. Do not give this one to a beginner. This is for your veterans that have been um, at cigars for a while. It's a good pace. I was surprised about the pace. With this one, you have to keep up a good pace on it. Um, the cherry doesn't overheat, which is real good. I find that to be very surprising. Very well constructed. Flavor, there's not that much flavor in it. Light cocoa, uh, maybe even a light cherry, a little bit. Um, Spice, a little bit. It's got a little bit in there. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, most of them are two or threes. They're not overpowering. They're not overbearing. It's just enough to put in there to like, oh, here's a bonus. So stay tuned as we finish up on this final third of this Maduro Undercrown. A very good cigar. I highly recommend to stock your humidor with them. Um, I wouldn't give these away unless it was a good friend that smokes cigars on a regular basis. Somebody that's newbie or asking for one, I would not give them this one. It's a little bit more valuable than just that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like and subscribe and tell as many of your friends as possible so we can get the subscriptions up. Stay tuned as I finish the final third of this Maduro Underground. Alrighty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we are finishing up on this Maduro Undercrown. And I'm down to the last third. This has been a great, flip it over. This has been a great ride with this Maduro Undercrown. One thing I have learned, though, about the cigars is that if it's a 5 inch or a Toro or whatever it is, subtract an inch from it. And each inch, of course, you know it's going to be an increment of time. So we've been at this one hour and a half or so. So just remember that that last inch or so, you're not going to be able to finish that off unless you pierce it and try to get it. But by the time you do all that, you might as well light up another one. So this one has been an hour and a half. So 5 inches is about an hour and a half or so, depending on the gauge of the cigar. This is, I believe, a 48 gauge. So it is a good cigar. I highly recommend it to put in your humidor. Not one of my top five, but one of my top 10. A little light cherry, a little light cocoa, a little light spice, but it's like, forget all that. This is not one of the cigars that adds all these spices and flavors to it. It's one of the cigars that just stands on its own, and as a bonus or as a perk, it gives you a little bit of flavor to it. So it's a good, solid, standard cigar, and I do like it. It's one of the ones I would have when I'm not worried about any kind of extras. I just want to have a good, solid, medium to full body cigar. It is medium to full body. I would say leaning more toward full body, like a lower end full body. But it's a good cigar. So I like the Maduro Underground. It gets a thumbs up from me. So please make sure you like and subscribe to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're going to finish off this Maduro Undercrown. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's real relaxing. It didn't kick in with the relaxation part until the final third. And it was dry and a little unruly in the first third, but then it settled down in the second. And at the last part of the second, working into the first part of the third, it showed its true colors. It's a good cigar. So go ahead and if you want to purchase this one, go ahead and do it. I spent $7 on this one, but you can get them for whatever the price is. Stock your humidor with them. It's a good cigar. Thank you for being with me this evening on Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned for the next episode that's going to be coming up. This is finishing episode 18, the Maduro Undercrown. Just give us a thumbs up. I like it. It's a good cigar. Stock it in your humidor. Don't give it away to just anybody. Give it away to a special friend. So, hey, look, I got something good for you that you're going to like. It's good. Dedicate at least an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours to this one. This one to finish off at about an hour and a half or so, which is it's a good time. Alrighty, stay tuned for the next episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. Make sure that you like and subscribe and tell as many friends as possible. Thank you for being with me. And once again, you are important, you are special, and you're even loved by somebody. If and that somebody needs to be yourself. See you on the next episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.